Unfortunately, our old compressor broke down and we had the service engineer out, and he told us the condenser unit had broken on the compressor. Therefore, the air being supplied was not sterile as it has to be within dentistry. On looking into what the costs were, we were looking at £1,000 to replace two parts in it. And given the age of the compressor and the fact that the company's been taken over, it's very difficult to get parts from. So we were stuck without a compressor and had to cancel the patients for the day. To replace the compressor, the costs were extortionate at the time. Looking in comparison to our lease and obviously buying the new compressor, we would have been looking at £8,000 to actually complete the purchase and obviously pay for the servicing and the certification that we required for the extension that we've got on the lease here. The impact on closing the practice because the compressor had broken down was quite substantial. We had quite a lot of treatment in that day. We were able to see people who were coming for examinations, but obviously anything that involved fillings, crown preps and the likes, we couldn't actually do. So it had quite a financial impact on the practice. And obviously rearranging patients is not the best thing in the world to be doing. They're disappointed. We came to know about Air to the Chair through a locum nurse that works alongside us. She'd actually seen their exhibit at the dental show and she was telling us all about it whilst I was frantically searching Google for someone who rented compressors. Once I'd spoken to Michael from Air to the Chair and realised that yes, it was very seriously an offer that we could have the compressor for £5 a week, we basically made arrangements for Phil, the engineer, to come and meet us and install the compressor for us on the day. We were actually able to get Phil here within 24 hours. He cancelled and passed on a service he had in Birmingham to actually come and help us because he knew we were obviously in distress without a compressor. We were actually back up and running within 20 minutes of Phil arriving, bless his heart. And he also installed our old compressor as a backup should there ever be a time where Air to the Chair can't get to us immediately to obviously sort out any issue we might have. The fact that we don't own our compressor is actually a bit of a relief because Air to the Chair obviously cover all the servicing and the certification, and with all the other regulatory things that we have to do within dentistry, that's one less thing to worry about. They do it. They're in control of it. We just turn it on in the morning. It's great. I think if there were any compressor issues, I would say to another company, this is a no-brainer. Everything is covered. The compressor's almost silent. You don't know it's there. We had to go out and check to see it was actually running on the first morning we were actually using it because we're so used to the roar of the compressor that we can hear everywhere and the vibration. And this is so quiet. It's so easy to keep clean and we love it. We just wouldn't go back.